Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Recha Quadash, the born and said elect, apostle, elders at Great Millstone at Ruel. Shalom to like Aki out there doing this work in sincerity and truth and not for vain glory in season out of season. Shalom to the elect men, women, sons, and daughters of the nation of Israel, which are the men, women, sons, and daughters of you so-called Negroes, Western Haitians, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. So I just want to go into one point on Revelations, the 17th chapter and the 16th verse. Trump is talking about he's going to take Greenland, and Greenland is allies with what was it, Denmark, I believe. Which those nations are part of the NATO and the EU. Okay, so over in that area, and they say if Trump goes in there, then the NATO nations they're gonna fight against America, So it says Revelation 17th chapter and the 16th verse. Let's go here. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Yeah, NATO and the EU is gonna hate the whore, man. America is the whore. Okay, why is America known as a whore in the Bible? Because it spreads this philosophy around the whole entire earth. It spreads this democracy around the whole entire earth. All right? Because that's what a whore does. She sleeps. She's in bed with every man. Okay? All right? So the these is talking about NATO and the EU. Okay? All right? The beasts, NATO and the EU nations. Germany, they mad as hell at America right now. All right? It says, so if Trump does go in there, which NATO and the EU, they're going to go to war with America anyway, because there is going to be a third world war. Okay? All right? But if Trump does do that, President Trump, if he does that, they say, we're going to fight against you, yo. Okay? And they shall hate the whore. Yeah, because Trump's, his policies and what he's doing against NATO and the EU. All right? It says, and shall make her desolate, and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. And what is that fire that it's talking about? It's talking about that nuclear fire. Because these NATO and EU nations, some of them have those nuclear missiles. Okay? All right? So that's what it means. Burn her. The her is talking about America with fire. All right? Devour completely. Okay? So let's go here. I think it's burn. Right here.
Strong's G 2618. Katakayo.
All right, let's go here. It says to burn down to the ground, consume wholly, burn up utterly. And that's what's going to happen to the whore, which is America. All right? It's going to be what? Burnt down, consumed wholly, burned up utterly. Because the whole land of North America, from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the Midwest to the South, all right, from the North, okay, that whole land is going to be, America's going to be completely burnt, okay, by those nuclear missiles, and first and foremost by Yahweh Shai, all right, and it comes on that giant-sized chariot, okay, along with the other angels and the other multitude of chariots, okay, shooting out concentrated fire, which is them lasers that's going to come out of Yahweh Shai's chariot, okay, okay, and the other chariots, okay. So America's going to be utterly destroyed. Let's see if I can get this right quick. What is that? Isaiah. No, that's not it. Isaiah the 13. No, my bad. What the hell is going on? Isaiah. That's 13. 1. Okay. Go to it. Let's see. Bear with me for a second. Yeah. Isaiah 13:5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Okay? To destroy the whole land is going to be done by those nuclear missiles. All right? Okay? All right? Let me see. Go down. Just bear with me for a second. I think it's all the way at the bottom. Okay. Yup. Right here. Yeah. It says Isaiah 13:20. It says, "It shall never be inhabited." Yes, so America's never going to be inhabited. Okay? I'm talking about the whole America. All right? Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Exactly, because this place is going to be burnt, man. It's going to be one big giant desert. All right? Them nuclear missiles, Yahweh Shai, and the angels, and the chariots, first and foremost, Yahweh Shai and that mountain-sized chariot, and the other angels and the other chariots. Okay, it's going to be burnt with fire, the whole land, and nobody's going to dwell here no more. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's go right quick. Let's go to Isaiah. This is going to be a war to end all wars. Okay? This is not going to be your conventional war. All right? Isaiah 9:5. Okay? For every battle of the warriors with confused noise. You know, the battles that used to take place in the ancient times, you know? Okay? You know, during a time when these ancient kingdoms used to fight each other. Swords, axes, spears, you know? It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Yeah. Face to face. Or, you know, you can have arrows. Okay? All right? You know, so the armies clash together. All right? Garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. See, this Third World War is going to be a nuclear war. Okay? By them nuclear missiles with multiple warheads in them. Okay? Shot from what? 7 heads and the 10 horns. The beast. NATO, which is NATO and the EU nations. All right? And they're going, those EU and NATO nations, NATO and EU nations that have nuclear missiles, they're going to shoot them over here to America. Okay? Yahweh Shai, first and foremost, is coming to what? To bring more fire on this place, man. All right? So this is going to be, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Okay? All right, so, you know, I just wanted to bring that out right quick. Abaratazah, hopefully we've been edified. Shalom.